Trinidad call this documentary terrorism? I pray that you won't. Am I a terrorist? Maybe you should ask yourself. Calling someone a terrorist is a very serious thing, and it can be quite an insult. How can we, as spiritual people, do that? Trinbagonians are very spiritual people, and many of us are very humble and very honest. We strive to be in the world, but not of it, as the Christian Bible says. Trinbagonians strive to maintain a healthy balance in all things, empowering themselves within, spiritually, and seeking physical ways of manifesting that true spiritual wealth. Do you know how much wealth there is in spreading truth to your fellow brothers and sisters in this country? Currently, it's very progressive to lash out on spirituality. But in this small but passionate country lives real spirituality that the whole world is hungry for. And perhaps that is what this entire fight is all about. There certainly is nothing false about the real people who stand to suffer from this Debe to Mondesi highway section. These are 13 real communities. It's not a story made up. Real homes, real places of worship that are not corrupted like modern day religious places most of the time, which are mired in lies and hidden agendas for personal profit. We are talking about real schools who stand to suffer in the Debe to Mondesi highway section. Real heritage, real culture. Can we go so far as to call this area the real Trinidad? Well, you be the judge. It is right over there. You can visit it before it's gone, you know. Because if we don't protect these things, it will get destroyed, snatched away as we become more and more commercialized as a country. Trinidad's small size might make some people uncomfortable, but doesn't it have a family atmosphere? I'm talking to you, Trinidad. Isn't that family feeling continuously being lost today? Why don't we bring it back? Bring back the good old Trinidad. After all, these 13 communities never had to pay such huge attention to locking doors, putting huge security alarms in place, and building up huge gates to hide yourself from everything outside there. Tell me this, is there any city in this entire country or in the entire world where you know that you are that secure that you don't have to lock your doors? Where you have so much trust in your fellow brothers and sisters and in the community and in your own rights to bear arms? Once you can believe it, you can achieve it. And the old-time Trinidad family atmosphere has not been lost. Is it possible for Trinidad to progress healthily? Or have we become a police state prison planet where we are spoon-fed our education by the few with worldly power? The few in government, where they are above the law and we don't ask any questions, we simply allow it. No wonder so many children commit suicide today. They are shown education with no real life use. Is that the kind of schools that we want? They are judged on how well they can be a mindless zombie in many occasions. Not all, but many occasions. We teach our children to kill their fighting spirit and instead become a safe and secure robot. We allow our kids to be brainwashed by the Western propaganda on TV and on radio so that they become thugs in the negative sense, without any kind of character and any kind of self-respect. Many of our kids are told to go down a road of hard work and accept that wonderful reward of diabetes, unhealthiness. You know, we tell our kids to work so hard just like us. But how do we end up? Because however we end up is what they will be working towards. Well, don't we end up as people infected with diabetes? As people who are unhealthy with no true inner security of knowing ourselves? Aren't we people who have a lack of family unit and complete loneliness? These are the examples that we set for our children. Ghetto children are taught they are not even capable of living self-reliant lives. And they are preyed on by the endless bars that magically only appear in poorer areas. I don't mind if there are a few bars in Trinidad, but why is it that every corner has to have one? How could any youth be expected to be able to live in the world but not of it? How could any youth be expected to live a balanced life? Our kids are basically taught that they could either be a victimized yes man, you know, those businessmen saying, yes, I'll do this, yes, I'll do that, yes, 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 master. Obeying all orders and giving up all sense of self-respect. Or we teach them to be a tyrannical, anti-authority rebel without a cause. That means a stupid street thug, also void of any self-respect. What kind of choice is this for our kids?